Hey, staff, thank you for being willing to put yourself out there. I think this will really delight the children and really make us all kind of giggle and laugh at each other. What we like to do, Lacey and I, is in the middle of the sing-along, do a staff skit where we're performing a parody of the 12 Days of Christmas, the teacher or the education or the school version. So I'll just go ahead and sing through it, and then I'll talk through each of the days, and then we can just kind of decide who's going to do what. The whole idea is for those earlier days, first day, second day, third day, you get sillier and sillier and crazier and more wild each time it goes through. So, on the first day of Christmas, my student said to me, I have a potty emergency. On the second day of Christmas, my student said to me, I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the third day of Christmas, my student said to me, I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the fourth day of Christmas, my student said to me, please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the fifth day of Christmas, my student said to me, he cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I got a potty emergency. On the sixth day of Christmas, my student said to me, when is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the seventh day of Christmas, my student said to me, I miss my mommy. When is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the eighth day of Christmas, my student said to me, I'm a Power Ranger. I miss my mommy. When is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the ninth day of Christmas, my student said to me, I'm just so tired. I'm a Power Ranger. I miss my mommy. When is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the 10th day of Christmas, my student said to me, I want some chocolate. I'm just so tired. I'm a Power Ranger. I miss my mommy. When is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the 11th day of Christmas, my student said to me, that's not my booger. I want some chocolate. I'm just so tired. I miss my mommy. When is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo-boo. I have a potty emergency. On the 12th day of Christmas, my student said to me, I'm an awesome dancer. That's not my booger. I want some chocolate. I'm just so tired. I'm a Power Ranger. I miss my mommy. When is our snack time? He cut in line. Please tie my shoe. I might puke. I got a boo. I have a potty emergency. So I think you get the gist there. So obviously the earlier days, the first day, the second day, the third day, you have more to do because each time it goes back and it repeats those verses. So the first day would be somebody who has a potty emergency and it can look worse and worse, like you got to go worse and worse and worse, and then maybe at the very end you even run out. So that would be really someone who's got some hilarious acting skills and can build it each time. I got a boo-boo. This might be someone who first just says, oh, I got a boo-boo, and then the second time has a Band-Aid, and then the third time their arm's in a cast, and maybe by the end you leave and you come back in a wheelchair and your head is bandaged up or something crazy like that. Third day, I might puke. You can get that gag reflex more and more. Maybe at the very end, you have a mouthful of water and you spit it out. The kids will just roar, and that kind of thing. Please tie my shoe, day 4. Perhaps that would be something where you're just annoying, and each time you go to a different staff member, or maybe even get off the stage and go down and ask kids to tie your shoe, that kind of thing. Just if you think about those kids that just drive you nuts because you're always tying their shoe and they figure out ways to untie it, you can just act like that kid. On the he cut in line, we all know how ridiculous it is when kids push each other and that kind of thing. So this might be a great way to show kids how stupid they look when they're crying and getting upset because someone else cut in front of them. Might be a good tool to use in the future as well, but this will need to be someone who's a good actor or actress, and you get more and more upset each verse, each time it goes through, and maybe by the end you're just sobbing, or throwing a tantrum, on your hands and knees, punching the floor or something like that, because you just can't stand the fact that someone cut in line. 6th day, when is our snack time? I thought it might be funny if each time you deliver that line, when is our snack time, and then you walk off and you come back with a bigger piece of food. Maybe you start out with a small piece of candy, then a granola bar, then a whole sandwich, working your way up to a turkey or something, silly like that. So there may be some props involved with that one. I miss my mommy, more sad, crying each time. Now we're starting to get up to those days where you only have 3 or 4 times that you have to do it. So 7th is I miss my mommy. I'm a Power Ranger. That might just be someone who does more and more animated kung fu type stances and, whatever. Each time it gets a little more ridiculous. That you think about those kids who think they're karate, well-versed at karate or whatever. I'm just so tired. 9, 10, 11, 12. So you just have 4 times to do that. So maybe the first time you're yawning, the second time you're nodding off, the third time you sit down, and maybe the 4th time you don't even deliver the line. You just fall asleep on the stage or something like that. I want some chocolate. You only have 3 times to do that. So maybe it's the first time you're holding a Hershey Kiss, the second time you're holding a candy bar, and the third time you have a giant candy bar or a whole handful of Hershey's Kisses that are falling on the floor or something like that. That's not my booger. You only have 2 times. Maybe the first time you just hold up your finger and go, that's not my booger. And the second time you have like a green playground ball, or you could go as far as to make something that looks like a giant booger to gross out the kids. And then I'm an awesome dancer. You're only 1 time you're doing that. So that could be someone who just doesn't care to look stupid when they're dancing and just have some ridiculous dance, and we can stop the whole thing and go into some kind of crazy dance move and just let you go, and just tear down the house, and then when everybody is kind of stop laughing or laughing stop, then we'll go back to 11. Okay, so there are some of these on YouTube. You can look them up. You just put in 12 Days of Christmas Parody teacher version. You can see it. I just kind of thought it'd be fun to take it to the next step, where each person, the 12 people that do this, each time you do it, you get a little more and a little more ridiculous and a little more animated and a little more wild and a little more crazy on your individual part. Okay? So again, thanks for being willing to do this, and I'll come in to faculty meetings and we'll put it all together. Thanks.